You are now live with Layer 8 Culture, Tech Thursday.
What's up, y'all? It's Thursday, Tech Thursday. Man, it's it's an interesting day. So we talked about it last week. 5.6. That GPT 5.6 is out. So let's get into it. Let me get my screen all situated. Man, let's see. Yeah, let's add it. All right, straight to the OpenAI website. Man, some serious stuff here. Let me get some at Layer 8 Culture Radio lo-fi playing. Man, so GPT 5.6 is out here. So if you haven't seen, there's a there's like a 30 something minute presentation they did on it. They have a bunch of updates as well that OpenAI made to GPT. But you look at this. Let's see. So this chart is hard to read. So that's 5.6 so extra high. API cost score 53.6%. This is the cost. Agentic workflows. Okay. 5.5. Where is Fable? 5.6. 5.6 Terra. 5.6 Luna. Oh, it's a little confusing here. I'm processing. Where is that? Why is this chart so hard to read? Oh, okay. I get it now. So where? See, Claude is not on this list here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing Claude on this list. But down here, browse comp, multi-agent. Here we go. SEC Bench Pro. Excuse me, y'all. It's the first time I'm digesting all this live right here. I didn't even look at this before. Let's go back up. Let's watch this video real quick.
This is Hokkaido as Hiroki. Hiroki's been using GPT 5.6 to automate his farm. Wait, let's back up. Over the last few weeks, users around the world have been testing GPT-5.6 in the new ChatGPT. You already met Hiroki. We'll come back to him. And then there was the couple in New York who used GPT-5.6 to help run a cereal business from their dining room. And their son, Ellis.
It's called cotton candy. Not trying to glaze myself, personally my favorite.
And then the mathematician in Poland who used 5.6 to solve an unsolvable problem. But we'll get to all that. Let's start with Hiroki.
エンジニアじゃないんですけど、コーデックスを使って効率化していったりしてるのは、
He used 5.6 to automate the opening and closing of his greenhouse doors.
ビニールハウスの側面の換気をするために、ビニールを巻き上げるという作業をずっと手でやってたんですね。
5.6 taught him which gadgets he needed to purchase, how to wire a Raspberry Pi, and then how to install a motor.
Nice. So this is a perfect example of the user becoming the builder. Like, so he's using it, it's solving a problem for him. He learns how to use, how to build using 5.6. So, and notice how at this point he's not just building, well, of course he's building software, but the software that he's building is interfacing with hardware to solve a real world problem. So this is kind of cool. Let's keep playing it.
And it worked. Now, 5.6 is also helping people run small businesses. This is Jake. He's on the Three Wishes team, and he's showing us how he prompts the model.
So I always start by saying, please set a goal for yourself to do this end to end. Please use historical launches as like a means to inform the dashboard itself. Use the Three Wishes branding, especially the new branding. We have new boxes that we're using.
It is the most disorganized thought stream that I've ever seen
No,
to then this like incredibly amazing output.
5.6 is able to take that 5-minute brain dump and turn it into a plan. It can pull the relevant data and brand assets, and it can turn it into something polished and usable, like this dashboard, or a presentation, or a spreadsheet.
This feels like something you would normally think a $1 company could build. And you're like, we get this. I have my...
And if you look at that UI, it's really clean. Let me backtrack to that. Yeah, that UI is really clean. And it looks like it's running. It's not running local there, so that's good.
And you're like, we get this. I have my bespoke software system.
5.6 is also helping researchers make discoveries. Here's Bartosz again. He'd been working on the same math problem for 3 years, and he couldn't solve it.
I decided, okay, I'm gonna try the new Codex 5.6. Codex was able to come up with a completely new idea, and it just helped us disprove the conjecture that we were trying to prove for these 3 years. Oh, I'm so excited of the discovery.
5.6 is able to take Bartosz's prompt and divide the computation into parallel work streams, with multiple agents solving different parts of the problem. And 5.6 is better at taking your prompt and following it through all the way to the end result. I'll let Hiroki explain.
過去のモデルは何回も何回もやり取りして改善してまた指示出しての繰り返しだったのが、新しいモデルは一発のプロンプトで自分のデータベースをコーデックスが読み取って勝手にいろんなツールを使いながら最終的なゴールまで自分で考えて実行してくれるので、これはすごく信じられない変化ですね。
You see, with 5.6, the work is no longer just staying on the screen. It's making a difference in the physical world. For everything from small businesses and farmers to the world's best mathematicians.
自分で魔法を見ているような気持ちになりました。
This is Hokkaido, Japan.
Wow. Man, that's cool. All right, so let's go back to, so they were actually part of limited preview. So they got access to 5.6 before it even came out. Nice case study. Let's look at the product. It's all dropped today. Here we go. So we talked about this last week here. Live. It's on here. It was a different site that, not a site, but a different page. I was looking for here. This is all it. Let's see. I want to see the comparison between Sol, Terra, and Luna. Actually, you know what? I might have talked about it last week. Anyway, so there's Sol, Terra, and Luna. So Sol is supposed to be the big model, very comparable to Fable. Terra is like medium. Luna's like the mini model. Let me see here. Of course, you know that's in Copilot already. Yeah, I haven't got a chance to use it yet. What was it? I got into GPT 5.6 Terra and used that with GitHub Copilot just a little bit, doing some work stuff, and the results were quite impressive. Kind of one shot, a real detailed summary, some content I was putting together, pulled it from different sources, just told it what the subject was, gave me a nice overview, gave me links, gave me everything I needed. Of course, I could have used the smaller, lesser model, but why not, right? So I just jumped in. I used Solterra. Seemed pretty cool. But what was I going to talk about now? All right, now I remember. So first, before we get right into Solterra, sorry, GPT 5.6 Sol, before we get into that, I do want to mention that I've been using sub agents. So what happens is, you have an agent, you have it do a task, right? But then that agent might not specialize in certain things. That agent's very generic. It's specialized in doing the task that you gave it. What you can do is actually have multiple agents. So you can have a tester agent. You could say, hey, I want a tester agent to review everything that doesn't know full context of what you just built. I want that agent to come in and review your code, test your program. Then you can have an agent come in that's like, marketing director. You come in and do some analysis. You can have a social media director come do some analysis. You can have a what else was it? Yeah, like UX UI, or a graphic designer come in do some analysis. So the point is that, and then the cool thing is that these agents, sub agents that come in, don't actually have to run the same model that you're on. So they could run a different model or a model that works best for that scenario. I've noticed it helps a lot with testing, because when you do a lot of one shots and you just put a prompt in and you run it, and then you're actually going through the program, you're testing yourself, and you're like, man, it's kind of wonky. It's not really what I want. Well, guess what? You can solve a lot of that by just deploying your sub agent, having your sub agent test before it even comes back to you. So it actually goes through iterations You could tell it to test a certain amount of times. You could tell your sub agent to set up a plan. It's like correction. You could tell your sub agent to actually set up a plan, but the way I use it is I have I'll have it go into plan mode. Then I'll have the sub agent analyze the plan, make improvements on the plan, then builds it out. I've noticed that goes a little bit better. So one thing I've been working on that I've kind of used this concept of sub agents is this little tool for my son. Let me bring it up here. So my son is in elementary school, and it's summertime, so we're trying to keep him on track with his mathematics. He's going into like 5th grade. So in doing so, we purchased like this workbook for him to go through these questions, like answer questions. And that's cool and all, but the workbook doesn't really like help you with questions that you got wrong. So I was like, you know what? Let's build kind of a study guide type app. I would say study guide, I would say like a companion app, right? So I'm over here talking, I'm not even clicking through the thing to get this project up. Let's get the project up, yeah. All right, what did I call it? I need an agent to write names for my projects because I'll write a project and I'm like, man, that's a horrible name. So I called it Fast Prep App. Horrible name, but that's what I called it, the folder. Let's go in. I'll just I'll share. Actually, you know what? What am I doing? I'll open up CLI first. Then I'm going to start the app because I have it running localhost right now. There we go. Let's see. One sec. You guys are going to see in a sec here. No, I do. Okay. There we go. All right, we're back. So this went through a couple of iterations. This was actually a lot of different iterations, probably 3 or 4 maybe. But what I did was I loaded up the FAST workbook. It was like a mathematics workbook. I didn't load it up actually. I just took the link from Amazon. I was like, hey, I use this workbook. It understood the mission. And the idea is that we gamify experience to where he's using the workbook, but he's also using this. So it's kind of influenced by Khan Academy, some gamification. We had some ideas of like doing a space type of launch type theme. I feel like that got a little confusing. We brought in the UX UI graphic designer agent to come up with this prompt, this image, color scheme, everything kind of flows. There is a grown-up dashboard, so I can actually go in, do some tracking, like talk about his abilities. I get some feedback. It is smart. It has actually the test bank it's not the test bank. The question bank is actually generated through ChatGPT, OpenAI. Actually gets smarter. So as he answers questions incorrect or needs help on certain things, it'll actually adjust the questions on a weekly basis. All right, so let's go in. let me not embarrass myself. Some of the stuff I might not even know. All right, so multi-digit operations. That's kind of his thing for today. Oh, that's how I practice. There we go. Multi-digit operations. So community garden has 24 rows with 115 seeds in each row. How many seeds are planted? Okay, so it's multiplication. I don't know. Give me a clue. Okay. So first, 24 times 100 is 2400. So the answer should be a little bit bigger. See, this is nice. Like it doesn't give you the actual answer, but it forces him to think through it, which is really good. That's really what we wanted. We didn't want just like, oh, here's the answer. Like if he didn't know the answer, we want him to understand what it was. So here it's like, hey, I need more help. So 100 plus 15. Find 24 times 100 and 24 times 15. Okay. You could walk me through it. So 24 times 100 is 2400. 24 times 15 is 360. Add those parts up. See, it still doesn't give you the answer, like even if you go all the way through. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's very, very simple. We can say, hey, it's 2760. Answer. Nice work. Tell Nova what strategy. Explain your work. So it really gets you thinking. Let's see. I'm just gonna copy this real quick. Hopefully I don't mess up this stuff. So I saved that. Actually, this is my first time using it, y'all. Actually, no, I used it before. So he's got a library of other things. So he did that. We just did that. So here's different subjects within the math realm that he can test out. So there's fractions, same concept. Give me a clue, show an example, walk me through. Like which is greater, 3/4. Okay, cool. All right, and then you can collect stickers, little gamification, first try. Clues, use clues, fraction friend, did fractions. You wrote in your journal. Like this is a companion app. Like it's not meant to be the full experience. It's something that you use alongside the workbook. So something fun, fast prep app. We're gonna change that name for sure. And then what I'll do is I'll put this on in my Azure environment. You can access it via web on the computer. And I want him to test it out and kind of go through it, see what changes need to be made, how it should be updated, and kind of go through that experience. So actually, you know what we're going to do? We will go to 5.6 Soul. So let's check it out. And we'll actually launch up a sub agent. This is sub agent. That. All right, we're here. Okay, so we're in the Fast Prep app. Let's do that. So if we go to model, and choose Luna, Soul, Terra. extra high max. There's ultra, but I don't have access to ultra. You know what? I'm not gonna. Let's just check. Let's pick high. Okay. What's the? So where did I leave off? What's the latest on this app here? Cool. Just looking at what was deployed, what was built. There's my actually yeah, it's already in my Azure environment. What am I saying? I forgot about that. I was running local hosts. I did deploy it to my Azure environment. Actually, I can bring it up. Oh, it's the same. Got to deploy all the changes. Yeah. Yeah, I gave it so I deployed it into Azure, but I didn't give it a specific domain, so it gave me just a random Azure domain that's here. Practice hints. The smart text test bank spoke about. The addition of the hero graphic. Okay, so sub agent. Guide recommendations. Updates to the we'll go on auto mode. So when you're in GitHub Copilot, you could do what's it? Alt Shift Tab, and then you see the colors change here, like gray, blue is plan mode, purple is auto mode. We're just gonna go in auto mode. It's pretty. We're just looking for recommendations. No need to plan. There we go. It's working. So you see how it had the sub agent is using Claude Sonnet 5, and it does that automatically. So I could tell it which sub agent to spin up. So keep that in mind. And I've been using GPT a lot lately. I do want to kind of mix it up this next week. I want to use GPT. I want to use GPT as the base, but when planning and like setting up like the initial structure of an app that I'm creating, I'm gonna use Claude Opus 4.8 to set up the plan and then execute with Soul. That's kind of like my plan. What I'm seeing with the benchmarks, a lot of reviews are saying that Soul is really good at taking over your browser, using your computer, like getting things done. And you guys know what I've said in the past as far as GPT. Like GPT is for the streets. Like Claude is like Oxford, higher education. GPT just keeps it super real. All right, so launching a UX specialist to assess the live learner and parent experience, then prioritize concrete improvements. This is good. Let's see. It's taking a while. Again, as this loads, just want to give a big shout out to FobFlow, our premium sponsor of Layer 8 Culture. You know, if you're interested in learning about AI, learning about automation, want to bring it into your business, do a workshop, I'm located in the Space Coast. Definitely willing to do a virtual workshop, willing to travel. Hit me up. Hello at layer8culture.io. Get in touch with me. Or just send me a message on social media. All right, here we go. So UX sub-agent complete, assessment, expand question variety so each skill has at least 3 questions. Yeah, there's only, and try another, never repeat the same item. Okay. Protect the grown-up dashboard, parent code, that's cool. All right, connect existing AI tutor API to Nova's. Ooh, what's that? That way, first run onboarding, explain Nova. Cool. I like it. I like it. And a clear session complete screen after reflection with a calm option to stop or continue. Very nice. Wow. Wow, this is insane. Like the detail. This so yeah, it hasn't done this before. This is new. Okay. Cool. So I have implemented the recommendations. I'm gonna let it go. So with the CLI, what I've been doing a lot lately is not only building but testing, also analyzing what I'm doing. So like with the trying to think of a good example. Even with like the social media stuff I'm doing with that automation. So I did spin that up for the Real Estate Deal Lab. We got that working. But even like the copy, as far as like the wording and like the message that was going out, I just spun up a sub agent to work on specifically the copy, like not even the automation part, but like the words, how the words are set up, what it's actually saying, how it's responding. Like, so that's a good way to leverage the sub agent. Let's see. So it's implementing. This is good. One thing I did hear is that a lot of people are saying Claude is actually better at the UX UI design. With me using GPT for the past 2 weeks, I haven't even used Claude for any UX. That's something I might lean on. Like, actually, that's funny because the sub agent that spun up was called Sonnet 5. So it'll be interesting to see after we implement what those changes look like. But you know what? While that's going on, we're gonna let that run, come back to it, check it out. On the tail end, I want to do something fun with the soul. So let's open this up. Stop sharing for a sec. because I'm gonna be I'll be on Soul all weekend long. So okay. Let's stop sharing. As you can see, it's already working on the stuff. Let's go to what? One sec. Let's go to our new favorite spot, our networking group, real quick. Let's try to create a website. So first one, let's do it. And Soul is available in ChatGPT as well. Like not in ChatGPT, but you know what I mean, like the chat interface. So we go to Soul, we can go to high. Why not? Let it run. I need to look the name. Was it Barefoot Bay? So, I'm not gonna worry about that. So remember, I asked it to make 3 mock-ups. It's making an image. That's good because sometimes it'll say mock-up and it'll give you something else. So I like making websites because it's it's something creative. Everyone needs a website. Everyone creates a website. So it's a great case study, or great use case, I should say, not a case study. Let's see. So it's running. Looks like this is ready already. So let's check out. Cool. Let's check out Soul. Let's check out Nova. Learn with Nova. Oh man, see it. 5th grade launchpad. I did put that name in. It updated it, so that's good. All right, so meet Nova, your summer learning guide. Each visit is a calm 15 to 25-minute launch with 3 small steps. So it's just like a little, low pressure. Let's launch. Nova looks the same. Ready for today? I picked this decimal place value because it's a good next step. We'll do a warm-up, 1 practice question, a quick wrap-up. See? 3 steps, real easy. Nice. So start today. Ooh. All right, 7 308 thousandths is standard decimal format. Give me a clue. Identify. Example. Write the number with digits in the thousands place. Walk me through. then you also have the option to pick try another. Boom. Okay. Which decimal is greater? So A, B, C, they're both equal. Check my answer. Nice work. Okay, then I can go through, save my wrap up. This was great, but this was easy. Launch completed. Keep practicing. Cool. Try another. How many times can I hit try another? So this one, which is greater, doesn't give me the A, B, C option. It forces me to write it out. Or if I write the wrong thing here, not yet. Nice work. Easy. I need to have a practice mode so I don't mess my son's stuff up. Cool. Then I go back to today. So warm up, practice, write about what helped. Okay, 7 actions this week. Stickers earned. Cool. Back to this here. All right, so we got one website. Cool 2. Cool 3. Which one do I like? Let's see. I really like this second one. Yeah, I like this one. Save it. Okay, let's go into. So actually, let's make a new project real quick. Let's see. Spin this up. Let's do this quickly. Right, please. Side based on this. Actually, stock up. I know what I'll do. Start a stock and to assess the best. Oh my gosh, typing's off. Actually, we're gonna talk about something while this loads, but here it is. Page. Go into plan mode. Just gonna share my whole screen because it'll be easier. Show you what I'm looking at here. Screen. This one, sure. Stage. All right, cool. Real quick. There's a lot going on here. So let's open this up. You can't even see that. All right, so the first implementation, use the mock-up. Yes. Yeah, use that. That's cool. So that's running. I want to show you guys something real quick. So handy. I need to use this a lot more. Man, this thing's spitting hot fire. Okay, what? Now. Yeah, we're not worried about functionality right now. We just want to see what it spits out. All right, so real quick. Man, this thing's really fast. Hold up. Let's just stay on it then. So the first build be a single responsive page. Matching the mockup, yeah. And mind you, this is running GPT 5.6 Soul. Yeah, it's very fast. So it's telling me React, Byte, TypeScript makes sense. That's cool. The sub agent that has been up. Which one did it use? I wanted to test with a Claude. Probably sub agent, but it's all good. Okay. It's never been this specific about the questions it's asking. This is really good. I'm just gonna go with the recommendation. Man, this is fun. I'm excited. Every time I go back to tell you guys about this awesome app, I get hit with another question. So I'm like being careful. Anyways, real quick. So a lot of people are using WhisperFlow. This is actually a free app. WhisperFlow is really good because you could use it on your phone. But if you're on the computer all the time, why not use the free app, which is handy? And it does the same thing as WhisperFlow. You could pick a different model. You download the model. And then you can, as you can see, like I don't really use it that much, but it is actually good. I'm just the type of person like I have to type. I don't use the voice as much as I should. It might actually be helpful, but I'm stubborn like that. But if you're a type of person that does like to use the voice and you're on the computer a lot, I don't know if they make this for Mac, but definitely Windows. Handy is pretty cool, and it uses AI models, so it's pretty accurate as well. I'm trying to find the website. Oh, right here. You want GitHub? So here you go. Open source and free. Actually, I probably should update it. And I do need to use it a lot more. Okay, cool. So it's gonna create this website, exit plan mode, and prompt myself. Fire away. Oh, cool. So it did an in-app update. What model do I have? I have this one, the fast one. Accuracy and speed. I actually do have the hotkey set up. So you can set up a hotkey in Handy. So mine is Control. Oh, I like just putting Let's Build. All right. So I had to prompt it to let it know, like, yeah, it's time to build. What was I saying? So I actually do have the hotkey set up. It's like Control Space. Where is it at? Mm-mm. So it actually works in any app that you're using. Don't see the hotkey. Right in general. Here it is. Yeah. So here's the hotkey, Control Space. And you can change that to whatever you want. Just Control left Control Space. Anytime I hit left Control Space, as you can see right down here, it starts transcribing. So that works within any app on my computer. So I can do let's see. Oh, gotta hold it. YouTube.com. There we go. Easy. So cool. All right. Back to our friend GPT 5.6. So it's actually downloading stock imagery, which it has never done before. So when making these websites, a lot of times it'll just, what we'll do, actually take the mock pieces of the mock-up and like just throw it in there. It's very awkward. You have to kind of just go through and have your own hero images, add it yourself, like in another round. Not this time. It's going out, getting its own stock imagery. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of images it gets, how well it matches up to this this mock-up that we have here. That's what we're testing against. Let's bring it out, get it ready. This thing is about to show up and show out. So let's take it a minute here. Is that here? I think here. Let me go back to. Yeah, that wasn't even there. Did it look? Okay, hold on. This is scary. 935. I don't think that was okay. That probably wasn't a real picture. I was like, is that? I was looking at it here. This picture down here, like it's crazy. That looks like Florida. Looks like a straight up rural storefront. What are we doing now? It's still working. But yeah, it's got some reviews, services, book now. Yeah, you notice how it even wanted you to like set up the booking through an app, the integration functionality, wanted all that to work. Pretty interesting. what is it doing? Mhm. Saw something interesting here. Let's see. It's like, wow. Now, I did have the reasoning on, was it high? So if the reasoning might be a little lower, it could speed up process. Of course, you use less tokens. Looks like it's almost there. All right, cool. Let's do a visual pass. Browser automation. I don't think I did. I speak about browser automation last week. I think I did. That's where you can actually go in, open up your browser, click around itself. I use that a lot with setting up Facebook and Meta API. Just makes it easier. I don't have to think about it. Look at that. It's actually just broad browser. It's testing itself. Looks like a desktop and mobile. Looks like it's taking screenshots as well. It's probably taking a screenshot and then analyze the screenshot, validating what it sees to make sure it's all correct. But again, browser automation is something that GPT 5.6 does very well. So really excited to get in, tackle a couple things without having to use API keys and all that fun stuff, and just let it, do its thing. So another update is I did put in the request to put my social media content generator, or content engine is the name of it, that generates all the social media content for Larry Culture. I did put the request in to get that approved through TikTok. It did push back and say that the name of the app on my terms and privacy policy page did not match the name of the app I'm submitting for. So I had to go back, make sure that match, put my my terms and privacy policy pages through GitHub CLI, make sure that was all good, and then I resubmitted. So I got a response back from TikTok in about 3 days. So cool. Let's see. Looks like this is ready. Let's open this up. Project file. I could just say, hey, start up the dev box, but it's all good. Is this the same? Ooh, nice. So another win for Larry Culture, people. This is clean. It's like, see, it doesn't match the mock-up, but it's thing. I mean, yeah, it doesn't match the mock-up, but I'm not gonna complain. Think about what I could have done better. I mean, this is dope. I've never seen this before. Oh, that's sick. The font selection is nice. That's a link. Oh man, this is dope. This still works very good. This is like, wow. This is clean. On page, man. So wow, this is dope. Look at that. Man, this is definitely 5.6 is the one, y'all. This is wow. This is insane. I'm amazed. So it didn't get the Facebook follow right. I messed that up, but that's a fix. This is insane. Wow. All right, y'all. You know what to do. It's time to build. It's time to build, people. This is wow. I'm at a loss for words. Wow. Oh my gosh. Facebook, Instagram. This is a really nice site. Oh my gosh. I'm amazed by this part right here. Yeah, we're gonna update a lot. I mean, I definitely have to run. So, like, I'm gonna run this through this app. Okay, this is insane. Wow. I can't even think right now. I can't even think. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. You know what? I didn't do this for. See, I broke my own rules. Always follow the rules. What's that? Chat real quick. I'm so inspired right now. All right, please. That's not even a good prompt at all. It's really not. It's a horrible prompt. But the plan. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, let's see real quick. Let's go here. That's perfect. Site is insane. Insane. Just wow. Different views. Wow. Look at this down here. Made with sunshine. Where does it get this from? Made with sunshine. That's insane. So man, we just one prompted this from a flyer. We're on GPT 5.6 Soul. One prompt. And it's so one agent and a sub agent. I'm not sure if the sub agent was 5.6 Soul as well. It didn't specify, so I'm just gonna assume it was. But it did its thing. It did its thing. What did I have the sub agent do? I'm like looking at this prompt here that I used. Please create a website based on this mockup. Start a sub agent to assess the best skills and GitHub repos to leverage in this build. That was it. I'm literally gonna use the same prompt. Man, I want to see what it does with this. Come on, this thing's taking forever. What is going on, chat? There we go. All right, cool. It's a bit much. I'm not gonna lie. That's a bit much. We'll go with it. Why not? Go with it. There. Go here. There we go. Gonna change it around a little bit. Please update the app based on this mockup. Sorry, subject to suspect skills and repos to leverage in this build. We're going to plan mode. Let's do that. Let's see what we got. That website was insane, y'all. That was nice. See, so that's why it's important to follow the process. With the website or the app that I made, I did not follow the process. I didn't follow my own process of creating the mock-up, creating that visual, picking the one you want, load that in, give that guidance to your CLI, get a much richer product. Yep, I have not been doing that with some of my builds. I did build the AI field guide. I'll show that real quick. I don't know if I don't remember if I showed it. There's so many things going on. I don't remember if I showed it last week, but I'm coming out with these weekly AI field guides. It's kind of like a quick read, just 8 minutes. This one's all about MCPs, like what is an MCP, how to use it, how to integrate, best practices, the terms that you want to understand. Got some links to different repos. Actually, I think I did talk about this last week. I don't remember. But yeah, I have another one coming out on skills this week, tomorrow actually. So look out for that one. You'll see the post. Definitely comment skills. You'll get the link. And I do want to convert these to like visual books as well, like this reading format. The reason I really emphasize having this in this format versus like a visual ebook or anything like that or PDF is that the content in here, guess what? It's searchable by Google and by AI. Literary culture becomes even more reputable source of information. So it helps your SEO, your AEO, all that fun stuff. It's working on the plan. Let's see. I'm still amazed by this website. This thing is insane. Insane. Wow. Wow. That's all I say. Wait, it's moving, reacting. Wow. It's quite remarkable that you could do this. I used to make websites with WordPress. Like I understand. It's not this quick. It's not that easy. You run into all types of issues. Certain plugins and tools just don't seem quite right. You got to sometimes go into a graphic designer like Photoshop, get your images kind of set up the way you want. You got to go through font libraries. I've done it all. It's a long process. These icons, you got to sometimes get these icons from different sources. This stuff right here, I wouldn't even touch it. I wouldn't even do that. But man, this is amazing. And I'm sure the mobile experience is on point too. Can I go to mobile? I forgot to go to mobile and this. What is this thing doing? What are you doing, sir? It's it's revamping the entire website. I just told it to do the plan. Yeah, it's not doing anything right now. It's there we go. Redesign dashboard, map existing app features. Man, I'm not gonna do the whole shebang. It's gonna redesign dashboard. Recommended functionality right now. Wow, this thing is cooking. It's cooking. Soul, I knew you would come through, Soul. You did. One more time for 5.6. Soul, was it Max? Did your thing. See what Reddit's saying. Go to the Reddits. Gonna let this thing cook. Over here on the other side. Just go to screening. Man, Ultra Max. Oh, what's Pro Max? The name and scheme alone is a disaster. Yeah, it's quite the disaster. Let's check the views. What's going on? Come on, people. We got AI. Stop making these ugly websites. See that? It's 24 hours. We saw the GitHub. It's on LinkedIn. Close second to Fable 5. 1/3 of the cost of Fable 5, which is good because Fable 5 is pretty expensive. And you don't remember it was on not a trial, but like they were allowing you to use it until the 7th. But I heard they extended it though. I don't even know. Guys, I know I said I was gonna use Fable 5 last week, but then when I saw they were gonna stop it in July 7th, I was like, no, I'm not signing back up for that. For a couple days, no way. So it's fine. It's done with plan mode. It's gonna integrate some cool things into that app. We'll check it out and we'll sign out. All right. So I'll put tokens. So this is let's talk about cost. Real world task. So here's Fable. Very close. It's Terra. So 4.8 max. Opus. Sonnet 5. I didn't realize Sonnet 5 was actually scoring better than Opus. Let me check. What do I have Sonnet 5 running on? Check model here. I do have that Sonnet 5. Actually, I got Max. Yeah, Sonnet 5 Max is actually scoring a little bit better than the Opus Max. Interesting. Guys. This is why I like GitHub Copilot. It allows me to use all these different models. Of course, it's going to cost. It's all open source for open source use on my end. But I do get the flexibility to play around with all these different models. I cannot with these, unfortunately. We'll see someday. But definitely, what do we have here? 3.1 Pro preview is there. See, but then like the hallucination rates are pretty high. If we look at the performance though, it is scoring better than Sonnet Max in the world. Was this the real world? Man. many. I probably got to do an analysis on which models work better for certain use cases, and then form a AI model board of directors around my projects and see how that works. Because I have been working with more like simulation, like uh, looking at propensity models, especially in the business world. So, real quick, see if I got time. I got time. So, we have this thing in the manufacturing world called when when okay. So in like highly volatile environments, you'll have what's called a digital twin, which is a virtual um, duplicate of your dangerous and highly volatile environment, so that you're not putting people at risk, putting people in danger. Be able to experiment. This happens in environments that are dangerous, like the nuclear or energy industry, right? This has been around for quite some time already, so it's quite common in the industry. Insert boarding article there. So you have digital twins in manufacturing, right? And like industrial industries. But there's this concept of a digital twin in business. Mm. So digital twin business strategy, you test out business scenarios. Simmons is already looking into this. Simmons is actually really big on digital twins. Went to a manufacturing conference over in Germany a couple years ago, and they were like literally they're the masters of robotic manufacturing, digital twins, all that crazy stuff. So but this is still around like manufacturing. I'm talking about a digital twin to run through business cases, like to run through supply chain, logistics, marketing scenarios, investments, like that type of digital twin. That's something I got on the list for building. So it's interesting that I don't see anything. Okay. Go to chat. Let's see what chat says, because Google was like, not the one. So network design, capacity, capital allocation, scenario planning, not just equipment. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes. Okay, cool. Pepsi Cola, the supply chain. Simmons was involved. So the Simmons seems really well. Like I said, they've already got the manufacturing side of things down. But just make sure that just flows right into the business using the same type of technology. Yeah, Simmons again. Simmons. See, a lot of it's around manufacturing. Operations, finance, market, competitor analysis. Interesting. Look into this thing's still building. Wow. All right, y'all. I gotta call it. We're gonna get back to this next week. Let's wrap this up. It's a good stream. It's a good another Tech Thursday. It's gonna be a long weekend with Soul GPT 5.6. Be a lot of fun. All right, y'all know what to do. Get out there, build. Whether it's OpenAI, whether it's Anthropic, Gemini. Let's get out there and build, y'all. All right. Peace.